The Code of Federal Regulations, or CFR, is the official book of rules for the United States government. It's a massive, annually updated library of all general and permanent rules published by federal agencies. These rules are law, not suggestions, and they guide everything from large corporations to small businesses. For regulated industries like pharmaceuticals and medical devices, the CFR is an essential daily tool and the ultimate source of compliance. When the FDA audits your facility, they use the CFR as their checklist. Understanding the CFR is the first step to building a culture of quality and ensuring your products are safe and effective. It removes guesswork and provides a clear path for every process, from R&D to manufacturing and distribution. The CFR is the instruction manual for regulated industries, detailing how to operate legally and responsibly. In a GMP environment, the CFR is the foundation of your quality system. Everyone involved in the product lifecycle should have a basic understanding of these regulations to make compliant decisions. This guide will break down the CFR into simple, understandable pieces so you can use it confidently. The CFR is organized like a well-structured book, making it easier to find specific rules. At the top is the title. There are 50, each covering a broad regulatory area, like internal revenue or environmental protection. Each title is divided into chapters, usually assigned to specific federal agencies. Chapters are further broken into subchapters, grouping related regulations under more specific topics. Subchapters help you focus on the category most relevant to your product or industry. Next are parts, where you'll find the detailed regulations on particular topics. For example, Part 211 covers good manufacturing practice for finished pharmaceuticals. Parts can be divided into subparts, grouping together related sections like facilities or records. This structure lets you drill down from a broad subject to the exact rule you need. Understanding this hierarchy is key to navigating the CFR efficiently. It's your roadmap to finding the regulations that apply to your operations. Of the CFR's 50 titles, Title 21, dedicated to food and drugs, is the most important for pharmaceutical, biologic, and medical device industries. It contains all FDA and DEA regulations that govern your industry. When the FDA inspects your facility, they use Title 21 as their rule book. Knowing these regulations ensures your products are safe, effective, and compliant. Title 21 covers the entire product lifecycle, from clinical trials to manufacturing, labeling, and post-market surveillance. It's not about memorizing every rule, but knowing where to find what you need. Mastering Title 21 lets you proactively manage compliance and confidently handle regulatory inspections. Think of it as your roadmap to success in a regulated environment. Within Title 21, FDA rules are mainly in Chapter 1, organized into subchapters for specific product categories. Subchapter A covers general rules and policies, including standards for clinical trial oversight. Subchapter C is for drugs, general, housing critical regulations like good manufacturing practices, GMPs. Subchapter D focuses on drugs for human use, including new drug applications and labeling. Subchapter F is for biologics, covering vaccines, blood products, and gene therapies with unique standards for these complex products. Subchapter H is for medical devices, including the Quality System Regulation, QSR, device classification, and reporting. These subchapters make it easy to find the rules relevant to your work. Each product category has its own regulatory framework, so you know exactly which standards apply. This organization saves time and ensures you're always following the right rules. Navigating Title 21 efficiently starts with understanding these subchapters. For drug manufacturers, a few parts in Title 21 are absolutely essential. Part 211, Current Good Manufacturing Practice for Finished Pharmaceuticals, is the cornerstone, detailing requirements for production, facilities, equipment, and testing. Part 210 provides general GMP provisions and definitions, setting the stage for Part 211 specifics. Together, Parts 210 and 211 form the backbone of drug manufacturing compliance. Part 11, Electronic Records, Electronic Signatures, ensures digital data is trustworthy and secure. For clinical trials, Part 58 covers good laboratory practice for non-clinical studies, and Part 312 governs investigational new drug applications. Mastery of these parts is critical for safe, ethical, and compliant drug development. Biologics, like vaccines and gene therapies, are regulated by both general drug GMPs and specific rules in Subchapter F. Part 600-680 address the unique complexity of biologics, with Part 600 covering general provisions and Part 610 setting standards for safety, purity, and potency. Part 606 provides GMPs for blood and blood components, focusing on donor screening, testing, and traceability. Part 601 governs the licensing of biologics, outlining requirements for biologics license applications and post-approval changes. These parts ensure biologics are rigorously tested and safely brought to market. Understanding them is essential for any company developing life-saving therapies. Compliance here protects both patients and public health. Medical device regulations are found in Subchapter H, with Part 820, the Quality System Regulation, being the most important. Part 820 covers the entire device lifecycle, including design, production, labeling, and servicing. Design controls in Subpart C ensure devices meet user needs and safety standards. Part 803 requires reporting of device-related adverse events to the FDA for post-market surveillance. Part 801 details labeling requirements, while Part 807 mandates establishment registration and device listing. These regulations ensure devices are safe, effective, and traceable. Mastering these parts is vital for compliance and patient safety. Navigating FDA regulations doesn't have to be overwhelming. The CFR, especially Title 21, is a logical, organized system designed for clarity. Understanding its hierarchy, title, chapter, subchapter, part, subpart, turns it into a navigable map. Focus on the subchapters and parts that matter most. GMPs for drugs, biologic standards, and device quality systems. These are the playbooks for your industry, guiding your compliance and quality efforts. Use the CFR as a tool, not a barrier. Bookmark relevant parts and read the regulations for yourself. The requirements are clear and direct, empowering you to build a strong foundation of knowledge. Embrace the CFR as your guide and partner in quality. With this understanding, you're prepared for audits and ready to produce safe, effective products. Regulatory confidence starts with mastering the structure and purpose of the CFR.